Waking up in the morning can sometimes feel like stepping into the unknown, especially if your days are quieter than they used to be. Maybe the house feels a little too still, and the calendar isn't filled with appointments or visits. It's easy to feel lost in those moments. But here's something comforting to remember. Starting your day with even the smallest purposeful routine can bring a surprising amount of comfort and happiness. What do we mean by a purposeful routine? It doesn't have to be anything complicated or time-consuming. It's simply a gentle rhythm you create for yourself that gives your morning meaning and helps you feel connected to the day ahead. When you have a simple routine, your brain starts to understand this is the beginning of something good. That can make a big difference in how your whole day unfolds. For example, you might start by making your bed. It sounds small, but it's a simple accomplishment that creates order and calm around you. Then, maybe you prepare a cup of tea or coffee, something that warms you and gives you a moment to pause. Opening the curtains or the window to let in fresh air and sunlight is another lovely way to greet the day. Sunlight helps your body wake up naturally and lifts your mood. Helen, who is 72, shared with me how she begins every morning by writing down 3 things she's grateful for in a small journal. This practice helps her focus on what's good, even on days when she feels a bit lonely. After that, she does some gentle stretching and spends a few minutes feeding her cat. She says these small actions help her feel grounded and ready to face whatever comes next. And you know what? That's exactly what we want. To feel steady and hopeful. Science backs this up too. Psychologists say that routines provide a sense of control and stability, which is incredibly comforting as we age or when life feels uncertain. Our brains thrive on predictability because it reduces stress. So even small rituals can protect our mental well-being and help fight off feelings of emptiness or anxiety. But if you're thinking, I don't have the energy for a routine, or what if I miss a day? Please don't worry. Routines aren't about perfection. They're about kindness to yourself and finding little moments that bring you joy or calm. Even a simple morning habit done once or twice a week can plant seeds of happiness. If mornings are hard, maybe start by focusing on just one small thing, like sitting by a sunny window with a warm drink or listening to a favorite song. Sometimes just giving yourself permission to slow down can be the very thing that changes everything. And remember, this is your routine. It should feel good to you and suit your unique life. There's no right or wrong way, only what feels nourishing for your heart and mind. So tomorrow morning when you wake up, try to find one simple thing that makes you feel peaceful or hopeful. It could be as small as watching the sunrise or saying a kind word to yourself. It's these little daily choices that help us build a happier, more connected life, even when we're on our own. You're doing a wonderful job just by being here and willing to try. Take it gently, and know that every new morning is a fresh chance to bring light into your day. One of the simplest yet most powerful ways to stay happy and connected when you're older and living alone is to practice gratitude every day. It might sound like a small thing, but focusing on the good, even in the smallest moments, can gently shift your outlook and bring more peace into your life. Gratitude is about noticing and appreciating what you have, rather than focusing on what might be missing. It helps us remember that even when life feels quiet or lonely, there are things that bring comfort, joy, or meaning. These moments might be as simple as the warmth of sunlight on your face, a kind word from a neighbor, or the taste of your favorite meal. Take Betty, who is 79. Every evening before bed, she writes down 3 things she's grateful for that happened during the day. Sometimes it's as simple as a beautiful flower she saw on her walk or a phone call from a friend. Betty says this habit helps her go to sleep feeling calm and hopeful. It's a little ritual that fills her heart with warmth, even when the days are hard. Science shows that gratitude actually changes the brain. When we focus on positive experiences and what we appreciate, our brains release dopamine and serotonin, chemicals that boost our mood and make us feel happier. Over time, practicing gratitude regularly can help reduce feelings of stress and loneliness, and even improve our overall health. You don't have to keep a journal if that doesn't feel right for you. You can simply take a moment in the morning or evening to quietly reflect on what you're thankful for. Maybe you say it out loud or share it with someone you trust. The key is to make it a habit, a gentle daily practice that brings your attention to the good things in your life. It's also helpful to remember that gratitude doesn't mean ignoring challenges or pretending everything is perfect. It's about holding space for both the struggles and the blessings, and choosing to notice what nourishes your spirit. Sometimes gratitude can be found even in small victories, like getting out of bed on a tough day or making a healthy meal for yourself. Another way to practice gratitude is to express it to others. Telling someone you appreciate them, thanking a neighbor for their kindness, or writing a note to a friend can deepen your sense of connection. These acts of kindness also remind you that you matter and that you're part of a larger community. If you're feeling stuck, try starting with one simple question each day. What is one thing I'm grateful for right now? And see what answers come to your mind. They might surprise you and help you feel more hopeful. Remember, gratitude is a muscle that grows stronger with practice. The more you focus on what's good, the more your heart will notice the light even in the smallest moments. So today, take a few deep breaths and find one thing to be grateful for. It could be the sound of birds outside your window, the comfort of a warm blanket, or a memory that makes you smile. These small seeds of gratitude can bloom into a garden of peace and happiness. You're doing something wonderful for your mind and soul by embracing gratitude. Keep nurturing this practice. You deserve to feel joy every day. When you're older and living alone, it's easy to forget just how important your body is to your happiness and overall well-being. One of the kindest things you can do for yourself every day is to move gently and mindfully. This doesn't mean you need to exercise like a professional or push yourself hard. It's about honoring your body's needs and abilities and finding ways to keep it active in a way that feels good. Movement helps keep your muscles strong, your joints flexible, and your circulation flowing. It also releases endorphins, the body's natural feel-good chemicals, which can lift your mood and reduce feelings of loneliness or sadness. Even light activities like stretching, walking, or gentle yoga can make a huge difference in how you feel both physically and emotionally. Mary, who is 75, shares how she started with just 5 minutes of stretching each morning. She said, "At first, it was hard to keep up, but after a few weeks, I felt more awake and less stiff." Now her gentle routine is something she looks forward to, and it helps her feel more connected to her body and her day. If you haven't moved much lately, start small. You might try standing up and sitting down slowly a few times, reaching your arms overhead, or taking a short stroll around the house or garden. The goal isn't to achieve a workout, but to celebrate what your body can do. Psychologists and health experts remind us that consistent, gentle movement supports not only physical health, but also mental clarity and emotional balance. It can reduce anxiety, help with sleep, and create a sense of accomplishment. Some people find it helpful to follow along with simple exercise videos designed for seniors, which you can find online for free. Others prefer to move to music they love, dance in their living room, or do light gardening. Whatever brings you joy and feels safe for your body is the right choice. It's important to listen to your body. If something feels painful or uncomfortable, ease back or try a different movement. Being kind and patient with yourself is part of the process. Celebrate every small step, because each one is a victory. Movement can also be a way to connect with others. If possible, consider joining a gentle exercise class at a community center or invite a friend for a short walk. Sharing movement with others can add a joyful social element to your day. Most importantly, remember that taking care of your body is an act of love. It's a way of saying, "I value myself and my health." This mindset can help you stay motivated and gentle with yourself, even on days when energy is low. So today, find a way to move even if it's just a little. Feel the strength in your muscles, the rhythm of your breath, and the life within you. Every movement is a step toward feeling happier, healthier, and more connected to yourself. You're doing an amazing job caring for your body and your spirit. Keep moving gently and kindly. You deserve it. One of the most joyful ways to keep your spirit bright and your mind engaged is to create something every day. And when I say create, I don't mean you have to be an artist or craftsman. Creativity is for everyone, no matter your skill level or experience. It's about the simple act of making something with your hands or your mind, and in doing so, giving yourself a reason to smile and feel proud. Creating something, whether it's cooking a meal, knitting a scarf, writing a letter, painting a picture, or even arranging flowers, brings a wonderful sense of purpose and accomplishment. It reminds us that we are still capable of bringing beauty and meaning into the world, no matter our age or circumstances. George, who is 70, found that writing little poems every day gives him a way to express feelings that sometimes are hard to say aloud. When I put my thoughts on paper, he told me, I feel lighter and more connected to myself. His poems don't have to be perfect or even shared with anyone else. They simply belong to him, and that's enough. Psychologists explain that creative activities engage the brain in a special way. They can bring about a flow state, which means you become fully absorbed in the task, losing track of time and worries. This state is linked to increased feelings of happiness and relaxation. Creating also stimulates different parts of the brain, helping to keep it sharp and active. You don't have to set aside hours for this. Just a few minutes a day can work wonders. Maybe you like to bake cookies and enjoy the smells and taste of fresh food. Or perhaps you enjoy making simple crafts with materials you have around the house. Even doodling or coloring can be a relaxing creative outlet. And if you're unsure where to start, try picking something that feels fun or comforting. If you enjoyed a hobby in the past, revisiting it can bring back warm memories and motivation. If you've never tried something before, now can be the perfect time to explore. There's no pressure to be perfect or to make something for others. It's your creation, and it's meant to bring you joy. Creating something also helps build confidence. Every small project completed becomes a reminder that you are capable, resourceful, and creative. These feelings can gently push back against loneliness and self-doubt. Another beautiful aspect of creating is that it can connect you to others. Sharing your creations with friends or family, or even joining a local art or craft group, can open doors to new friendships and conversations. If you prefer, online communities exist where people share their crafts and inspire one another. But most importantly, creating something is an act of self-care. It tells your mind and heart, you matter. Your time and effort are valuable. When we create, we honor ourselves and our experience. So today, why not find one small thing to make? It could be as simple as arranging flowers in a vase, writing a postcard, or preparing a favorite recipe. No matter what it is, take a moment to enjoy the process and celebrate what you've done. You're nurturing your spirit, keeping your mind active, and adding beauty to your life. That's something truly special. Hi there, friend. If you're watching this, chances are you found yourself in a quieter season of life. Maybe the house is a little too quiet. Maybe the days stretch a little too long, and maybe, just maybe, loneliness has been knocking on your door. But here's the good news: there are simple, meaningful things you can do every day to bring joy, connection, and purpose back into your life. Today, we're going to explore 8 powerful daily habits that can help you stay happy, feel connected, and rediscover the beauty in this chapter of life. Whether you're living solo or just feeling a bit disconnected, these tips are for you. Let's dive in together. When life feels uncertain or a little too quiet, having a gentle daily routine can bring comfort, purpose, and peace. Routines create structure in our day, which helps us feel more in control and less overwhelmed. When you're living alone, especially as you get older, a routine can be like a steady hand guiding you through each moment. A routine doesn't have to be strict or complicated. In fact, the best ones are flexible, simple, and tailored to your needs. It might include waking up at the same time each morning, having a warm cup of tea, taking a walk, preparing meals at regular times, and setting aside moments for rest, hobbies, or connection. James, who is 82, told me that creating a daily rhythm saved him after his wife passed away. He said, "Every morning I make my bed, eat breakfast, and read the newspaper. It may seem small, but those steps help me feel grounded." For James, that steady rhythm became a way to gently move through grief and stay connected to life. Psychologists say that routines support mental health by reducing stress and anxiety. When your day has a flow, your mind doesn't have to constantly make decisions about what to do next. This frees up mental energy for creativity, connection, and joy. Routines also support better sleep and healthy eating, which are important for both physical and emotional well-being. You might start by thinking about what brings you comfort. Maybe it's having a quiet moment with your coffee, listening to music in the afternoon, or calling a friend after dinner. Try to include things that nourish your body, your mind, and your spirit. You can also use your routine to gently guide positive habits. For example, if you want to get more fresh air, add a short outdoor break into your day. If you'd like to read more, set aside a few minutes in the evening for a good book. Routines make it easier to stick with small changes that lead to better days. There's no need to fill every hour. In fact, quiet time for rest and reflection is just as important as activity. A peaceful moment to sit by the window or enjoy a favorite song can be part of your routine too. And remember, some days won't go exactly as planned. That's okay. Routines are meant to support you, not stress you. If something unexpected comes up, you can gently return to your rhythm when you're ready. A simple daily structure reminds you that each day matters, that your time has value, and that even small actions are worth doing. It brings back a sense of normalcy and helps you feel like you have a purpose, even if the world outside feels distant. So tonight, take a moment to think about what parts of your day bring you peace. Then tomorrow, try weaving them into a routine that feels natural and kind. Over time, those gentle rhythms will begin to steady your heart and brighten your days. You're creating a life of meaning and balance, one thoughtful moment at a time. You're doing beautifully. Keep going. One of the simplest and most effective ways to brighten your mood and feel less lonely is to spend time outdoors every day. Nature has a special way of soothing the heart and mind, especially when life feels quiet or overwhelming. You don't need to take long walks or do anything strenuous. Even just a few minutes outside can make a big difference. Spending time outdoors means different things to different people. For some, it might be tending a small garden, feeling the earth between their fingers and watching flowers grow. For others, it could be sitting on a bench in a park, feeling the breeze on their face and listening to birds singing. Even opening a window to let fresh air in or sitting on a sunny porch counts. These simple moments connect us to the natural world and remind us that life is still moving and growing around us. Take Maria, who is 74. She walks around her neighborhood every morning at a slow and comfortable pace. She says, "I greet my neighbors, listen to the birds, and sometimes just watch the clouds." Maria tells me that this time outside feels like medicine for her soul. It helps her feel part of a community, even if she's physically alone. She also notices small details, like a new flower blooming or a child playing nearby, that bring unexpected joy. Science backs up what Maria and many others have experienced. Researchers have found that spending time in nature lowers stress hormones, reduces feelings of anxiety and depression, and even boosts the immune system. Sunlight, in particular, helps the body produce vitamin D, which supports mood and overall health. Exposure to fresh air and natural light helps regulate our internal clock, improving sleep and energy levels. You might wonder, what if I can't walk far or have mobility challenges? The good news is that any time outside helps. If walking isn't easy, try sitting by a window that gets sunlight or stepping outside onto a porch or balcony. Even placing a few potted plants nearby can create a little green space that nurtures your spirit. The goal is simply to bring a bit of nature into your day in a way that feels comfortable and safe. Sometimes spending time outdoors can also create gentle social connections. A smile or a nod to a neighbor, a friendly hello to someone walking their dog, or even chatting with a park ranger or shopkeeper can spark small moments of connection that brighten your day. If you're able, consider making a habit of stepping outside at the same time each day. Routines like these not only help you get regular fresh air, but also provide a rhythm that your mind and body learn to anticipate and appreciate. And remember, you don't have to do it alone. If you have a friend or family member nearby, invite them for a short walk or to sit with you outside. Companionship, even in quiet moments, adds warmth to your experience. The important thing is to honor your body's needs and move at your own pace. Nature is patient and always there, ready to welcome you with open arms. So tomorrow, why not step outside for a few minutes? Breathe deeply, feel the sunlight or breeze, and let yourself enjoy the simple beauty of the world around you. It's a small act that can bring big comfort and connection. You're doing something wonderful for yourself. Keep nurturing your heart with these moments. They are gifts of peace and joy. One of the most powerful ways to stay happy and avoid loneliness when you're older and living alone is to reach out to someone every single day. It might sound simple, but connecting with others, even in small ways, can make a huge difference to how you feel inside. When we don't have regular contact with friends or family, it's easy to feel isolated. The silence can grow loud and loneliness can sneak in. But remember, connection doesn't have to be complicated or time-consuming. It's about showing up, even in little ways, and reminding yourself and others that you're still here, you still care, and you still matter. Think about Frank, who's 68. Every morning he calls his daughter for just a few minutes to say good morning. Sometimes it's only a quick chat, but that brief exchange fills his day with warmth and belonging. He says, "Those 5 minutes make me feel connected to my family, even if we're miles apart." Frank's story is a beautiful reminder that connection doesn't have to be long or elaborate. It just has to be consistent. Psychologists tell us that human beings are wired for connection. When we reach out or receive a friendly call or message, our brains release oxytocin, sometimes called the bonding hormone or feel-good hormone. This chemical helps reduce feelings of stress and loneliness, making us feel calmer and happier. So each time you call a friend or send a kind message, you're not only brightening their day, you're also boosting your own well-being. Now, maybe you're thinking, "I don't have many people to call," or "I'm worried I might bother someone." These feelings are common, but the truth is, most people appreciate being remembered and thought of. Often, a simple "hello, how are you?" can be the start of a meaningful conversation. And if calling feels too hard, sending a postcard, a handwritten note, or even a friendly text can also build bridges of connection. If reaching out feels overwhelming, start small. Pick one person you feel comfortable with and try sending a message or making a short call once a day. Keep it light and genuine. You might talk about the weather, share a memory, or simply listen. Sometimes listening is the best gift we can give. Another gentle idea is to join community groups, either in person or online, where you can chat with others who share your interests. Whether it's a book club, gardening group, or local senior center, these spaces can create new friendships and give you regular chances to connect. Remember, reaching out is not just about fighting loneliness, it's about creating meaningful moments. Every small interaction reminds you that you belong, that you're cared for, and that you matter. Even if some days feel quiet, you're still part of a wider world filled with people who want to hear your voice. And if you find a day where you don't feel like talking, that's okay too. Self-kindness means honoring your feelings while gently encouraging yourself to try again tomorrow. So if you're watching this now, why not pick up the phone, write a note, or send a message to someone you care about? It's one small act that can light up your day and theirs. You're doing wonderfully, and every effort to connect brings a little more joy into your life. Keep going. You are never truly alone. One of the most beautiful gifts we can give ourselves as we grow older is to keep learning. It's a wonderful way to keep the mind active, spark curiosity, and bring fresh energy into our daily lives. Learning something new doesn't have to be a big or difficult task. It can be small, simple, and enjoyable. And the best part is, it's never too late to start. Many people believe that learning is only for young people or students, but that's simply not true. Our brains are capable of growth and change throughout our entire lives. This is called neuroplasticity, which means the brain can form new connections even in later years. By exploring new ideas, skills, or hobbies, you're helping your brain stay healthy and sharp. Linda, who is 76, decided to start learning Spanish using a simple app on her tablet. She told me, "I don't need to become fluent overnight. I just enjoy learning one new word or phrase each day." This little daily habit gives her a sense of progress and joy. It also opens up new ways for her to connect with people and cultures beyond her immediate world. Learning can take many forms. Maybe you enjoy reading books or magazines about topics that interest you, like history, gardening, or cooking. Listening to podcasts or watching documentaries can also be wonderful ways to explore new subjects without feeling overwhelmed. If you like technology, there are many free online classes and tutorials available for seniors, ranging from art and music to computer skills and languages. You might find that learning something new sparks memories from your past or leads you to rediscover old passions. Sometimes a fresh challenge can reignite your excitement for life and give you something to look forward to each day. It's also important to approach learning with kindness and patience. You don't have to master everything quickly. It's okay to take your time, make mistakes, and enjoy the process. Learning is about the journey, not just the destination. Psychologists point out that staying curious and engaged helps reduce feelings of loneliness and depression. It keeps the mind focused on possibilities rather than worries. When we learn, we feel a sense of accomplishment and pride, which lifts our spirits. If you're unsure where to start, try making a list of things you've always wanted to explore or skills you've admired in others. Then pick one small thing and see how it feels. Maybe you want to learn how to play a simple song on the piano, try a new recipe, or understand how your smartphone works better. Whatever it is, start small and celebrate every bit of progress. Learning new things can also be social. Joining a class or discussion group, whether online or in your community, can bring new friendships and shared experiences. It's a wonderful way to connect with others who share your interests. So today, give yourself permission to be a learner. Embrace the curiosity inside you and make space for new knowledge. Every new thing you discover is a step toward a richer, fuller life. You're doing something wonderful for your mind and heart. Keep exploring because your journey is far from over. It's just getting more interesting.